It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see Evan Ingram, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Spears running behind center. And they had that one contained right at the line. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Josh Hines-Allen, that time to haul him down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
He has the first over the middle. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those 2 numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Here's 2nd and 7. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Almost an opening drive interception, but that winds up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down. Jacksonville in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. Throwing now from the gun. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And that's good for a gain of 5. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Jaguars down running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And you can see that in our final week of the regular season, no one has had a better nose for the end zone than him. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode through.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
30 left.
2nd and 6 now. Searches from the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the two were not able to reel it in.
And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and
10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. Broke through the tackle. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
red on red.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Lawrence working from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up. back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They've got a first to begin the frame. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Jump off caught by his back. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Makes the handoff, now Minshew. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Minshew now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And in, touchdown Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And it sets up 2nd down.
Got it. Ready? All right, let's go. Here we go.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here we go, sir.
ETN on 3rd down. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence in the pistol. Complete. It's Ingram. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he only gets this one down to the 9. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
ETN takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Darnell Savage brings that to an end. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. The Buccaneers need some big yards in a hurry. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Minshew working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down here. Minshew hits him on the out route. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down, ball at the 36. Sticking in the air with Minshew. Has him on the quick hitter. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. He's on the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the shotgun, Minshew. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Jags pick it up. And Jacksonville makes a house call. Touchdown! The Jaguars take the lead just before halftime. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Jaguars. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Hey, run!
An option give here to ETN. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he finds him enough room to get it up to the 42-yard line. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Jaguar first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's ETN on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Silver.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season.
On red. Easy, 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 easy. Take right open, open.
ETN again. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. Nothing for them on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, hey,
They go right back to ETN. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And they're going to try to take the lead back to 1 possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. On target to Godwin. And this one does not go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Former #1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
3rd and short. Here's Minshew. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Big 13 heavy. Rip 23. Silver.
Here's ETN. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate, but they hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you've got to find a way to make them miss in the backfield.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
Here's a give to ETN. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second down now, 7 to go.
Red on red. Here we go, sir.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Motioning him from the slot right. First down throw, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Jaguar first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Hits his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
13, Luke. Luke.
Running it here with ETN. And he pushes it further into the red zone, down inside the 15. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Hey, Lion.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lawrence working from the gun. And this is incomplete. Took the check down for granted. He's lucky that wasn't picked and taken the other way. 4th down coming up. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Here come the Bucs on offense now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
This ball's cut by Spears. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for 1. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown lost.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Buccaneers trailing by 13. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go. Sack.
Throwing now. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Hey.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
Rip, 23.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
Easy. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence completes this one to Gray. Rolling into enemy territory. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. They've got to keep moving quick here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Another try following the sack. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Fits it through the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave. Pressure off left, and it's blocked! And the Jaguars grab it! But he won't be able to turn the block into 2 points. They drag him down and put an end to that return. Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Jaguars recover the onside kick. That should all but clinch this victory for them.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to